Hello my friends, how are you? I hope everybody is fine. My name is Daniel Villarino. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, watching images in internet from museums and art galleries about famous woodturners, I came across some bowls made by a German woodturner whose name is Hans Weisflog or Weisflog. I am not sure how is the pronunciation. I am going to put his name in the description down below so that you can take a look at him in Google and look at his work. It's really fantastic. The first thing that crossed my mind when I saw his bowls was wow, and the second thing was how did he do that? And it looks like there is some eccentric or multiple axes turning involved, and I thought for a while about doing something similar, and finally I came across with an idea. I never saw any video of anybody turning something like this or any demonstration or somebody doing something like this, so it took me a while to imagine how it might work. So I want to do a try, and for that I have this small piece of maple. It's a square piece with enough depth to make a small bowl, so I'm going to try it with this. And I printed in PowerPoint two concentric circles that you can see here. The black has 120 millimeters in diameter and the white has 100 millimeters in diameter. With that we have a width of 1 centimeter or 10 millimeters for the wall, and basically this fits perfectly in this space, so that will be basically the mouth of the bowl. For this multiple axis turning, we are going to require a certain level of precision. So with this I'm going to make two templates, one for the inside of the bowl and one for the outside of the bowl. And also it's going to help me to make an accessory that is the one that I am going to use as a support for the multiple axis turning. And for that I have this piece of hackberry. It's just a plain piece of wood, not very expensive, and I'm going to use it to make that accessory. So I don't know how long this video is going to be because this is an experimentation. I will try to make it all in one video. If not, I'm going to make the turning of the spherical bowl first, and then in a future video I will do the multiple axis turning. But as today's project, I hope you enjoyed. Let's get to work. I cut the templates as accurate as I can. Writing upside down, I got the end all wrong. I make a perforation to mount the blank using the screw jack. And as always, please use adequate protection. I check often with the template to see if I got the required diameter. I begin to shape the half sphere. With the template, I can see where it touches first, and so, to know where I need to remove material, I mark with a pencil the place I have to work with the gouge. Once I am satisfied with the hemispherical shape, I sand through the grids from 80 to 600. I apply abrasive paste and finally friction polish. I want to make a mortise in the base to be able to turn the piece around, and I want it the smallest possible, as not to alter too much the spherical shape of the wall. Please observe that the point that is touching is the left one. The right one is there only as a reference. I drew up the face and then I begin the hollowing. The circular shape of this carbicutter is especially suited for working the internal curvature of the board. Well, although it was not seen in the video, I just had a catch, and the ball lost its original axis of rotation, so it is wobbling a little bit to the sides. Okay, I had a catch here, and it made the mortise to break, so that complicates things. I'm going to mount it here, try to redo the mortise if possible. I don't know how thick is going to be the base, and then continue with the project, but that will make this not look so much like a sphere. I had to cut quite a bit to eliminate the damage, and the base sounds like it is a bit thin. Effectively, I have only about 3/8 of an inch in thickness, so change of plans. I am going to make a tenon, and it will have to be shallow. Okay, there it is. As long as I don't have another catch, it should work. This is the area where I had the catch. Because of the position of the tool, I cannot hold the handle against my body, and I tend to let it go down, while the cutting tip goes up, and that's dangerous. The solution is to turn from the other side of the lathe or to rotate in reverse. As it was the case with the exterior side of the wall, I continuously use the template to check the internal sphericity. The caliper is also very useful, since the exterior wall is spherical. If the wall is uniform in thickness, then the interior side is spherical as well. The finished process for the inside is exactly as I did for the outside. This maple is a beauty. I almost feel pity for what I am going to do to it next video. Really? Nah. Okay, my friends, the editing of this video has been a bit long, so I decided to cut it at this point. And so far what we have done is a small ball with the condition that the exterior part and the interior part are as spherical as possible using the templates, because we are going to see that that is going to be critical for the work that we are going to do on the exterior face of the wall. Okay, I had a little bit of trouble with the mortise and I had to redo it. It has a tenon actually. As you can see, it's a very small one, which for a small ball like this is more than enough to hold it. It has about, I guess, 1/8 of an inch. And what we are going to do in the next video then is to work in the inside and the outside to see how the ornament looks like. Okay, my friends, I would like to show you now some pictures of subscribers that I have received these last days. From Ivan in Texas, this beautiful ambrosia maple ball and this Wenji mortar with a bubinga pestle. From Jose Francisco in Spain, this Royal Soldier Guard with a rifle detail, very nice. From Jose Luis in Teruel, Spain, this spectacular ball made with resin and wood pieces. From Santiago in Toledo, Spain, this beautiful ebonite pine base and a sapelli candle holder, great work. And from Josian in Puerto Rico, this elegant ebony pen, very nice. As I said before, if you have any pictures that you would like me to upload in my videos, please send them to the email address that appears in the description down below. And now let's continue with the epilogue of this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If that's the case, please mark the like button down below, make comments, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And it will be until the next one. Cheers!